I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Next morning, he opened his eyes when sun rays shine on his face. He get up and stretch his arms. Suddenly, his eyes landed on the mark which was on his wrist. An unknown smile appeared on his lips, and he touched that mark. Then he turned and looked toward his left side, where his wife sleeping peacefully. He came closer to her side and looked toward her face. His eyes was roaming around her face, and he was admiring her beauty. And inside, he was feeling proud on his choice because he got the girl which he waited for so long. He came closer to her neck and softly pressed his lips on her neck and speak to his husky voice. Jungkook, but don't test my patience. Get up, because if you don't, then I will lose my control. And next thing which I will do with you, it will be not good, because right now you are making me insane. You are awaking my inner monster, which you can't afford it. You are turning me on again, so get up and look toward me. They were still naked under the duvet and can feel each other's warmness. He traveled his tip of the nose on her neck and pressed his lips on her high key. She opened her eyes and looked toward his eyes, and for a moment both of them lost into each other. But she became shy after feeling they both are still. He came close to his chest and hugged him tightly. Jungkook, are you blushing right now? Really? I never know a today's century girls can blush. Why you know it's nothing like this. Her cheeks became pink and she managed to hide her shyness from him. She put her ear on his chest and listened his heartbeat. Why you, Jungkook? Why your heart is beating so fast? Everything is fine? She turned and looked toward his face. He smirked and suddenly pinned her hand on the bed and looked straight to her face. She looked toward him with wide eyes. Why you, what happened to you? Jungkook, really? My heart pounding so fast. If you will be like this in front of me, what will you expect from me and from my little heart? And without wasting any moment, he pressed his lips on her and kissed her. She did not get what happened all of a sudden. She managed herself, and after a few seconds, she also kissed him back with same love. A smile appeared on his lips. She wrapped her arms around his neck and deepened the kiss more. He traveled his hand around his waist and tightened his grip around his waist, and with a jerk he pulled her body toward his and managed to make her sit on his lap. She wrapped her legs around his waist and whispered, Jungkook, you are making me insane for you. If I lose my control again, then don't blame me, but he managed to speak between the kiss. After listening his voice, she opened her eyes and looked toward him. Vayu, don't think about it. I can't manage this time. He smirked on her word and looked toward her hairs, which was on her face. He moved some hair strand from her face. Jungkook, did I gone too hard on you? Tears rolled down from her eyes and she makes sad pout. Why you? What I told you to stop. Then why you not listen to me, Jungkook? You know I got scared from you. He was quiet and listened to her because inside he know that he was wrong. Why you? Answer me. Why you did not listen to me? He took deep breath and looked toward her eyes. Jungkook, I know it was wrong, but actually, Vayun, what happened to you? Jungkook, I told you last night if I start then there is no turning back. I tell you before, but you did not listen to me. I can't control myself when my emotions was on peak, and when you allow me, then I lose my patience, and what happened was not in my control. It never happened to me that I lose my control, but the girl which I love a lot when allow me, so how I could manage to control myself? Tell me. I don't know why. Whenever I come close to you, I lose my patience, I lose my mind, I lose my heart on you. I want you, only you, that's it. If it is wrong or right, I don't care about it on that time. Vayun, but I'm human. You have to listen to me, at least if you love me. If I said no, so that it's mean no. He put his head down and accept his mistake. Jungkook, I'm sorry. It will never happen again. I promise. He softly touched her cheek with his hand and pressed his lips on her forehead. She closed her eyes and tears rolled down from her eyes. Jungkook, now what? I did something wrong again? He frowned his brows after seeing tears in her eyes and got worried. She nodded her head as no and hugged him tightly. She did not get it what happened to her, but he put his hand on her head and ruffled her hairs. Wayun, I never know that there will be a day that you will talk to me like this. You know, I lose my all hopes on my faith. I start believing that now my whole life will be gone like this. Fight, anger, hate, and frustration from each other. That is it. But now everything is changed. You change for me. Our love is getting stronger for each other. I never know you will be talk to me like this. Thank you, Jungkook. You know, sometimes I'm thinking I'm watching a dream, and when I open my eyes, everything is will be changed. You again turn into the monster. She break the hug and looked toward his face. Wayun, please don't behave like a monster again with me, otherwise I will kill you this time. He smirked on her word. Jungkook, so okay, tell me, how will you like to kill me? So I will get prepared now for your plan. Wayun, I don't know, but I will kill you if you behave like a old Jungkook. Jungkook, don't worry, your husband have a great skills in killing. I will teach you how to kill someone. If ever I behave like a monster, then you will kill me, okay? She slapped on his shoulder and got irritated on his answer. Wayun, I'm serious, Jungkook. He laughed on her words. Jungkook, okay, I'm serious. Too bad. I will teach you. And personally, I think you need self-defense. Wayun, oh really? You think I'm weak? I'm a one-woman army. You don't know how much stronger I am. I don't have a muscle, but I have a brains. Jungkook, okay, I got scared from your brain. So, tell me, how 2 multiplied by 6? Wayun, how much? Okay, wait, I let me think. She was counting on her finger and he was staring her and rubbing her tears which was still on her cheeks. Jungkook, leave it. It's done. Don't bother your tiny mind that much. It's 12. Wayun, why you tell me? I was about to give you the answer. Now, don't talk to me. She was about to get up and suddenly she felt a sharp pain on her abdominal and sit on the bed again. Wayun, it's hurting. She put her hand on her stomach and closed her eyes tightly. He smiled and come closer to her and whispered into her ear, Jungkook, how you can get up from the bed after spending a night with a monster? He smirked and looked toward her. She looked at him with his deadly eye. Wayun, you are really a monster. Then she get up from the bed and walked toward the washroom. He looked toward her with a smile and said, come from the back and pick her up into the bridal style. Wayun, put me down, Jungkook. I can go by myself. Jungkook, yeah, I can see how you managed to walk like a gorilla. Wayun, I'm not a gorilla. Put me down. Jungkook, oof, my angry bird. Okay, you walk like a model. That's it. Now happy? Now let me take you to the washroom. Wayun, and then? Jungkook, what? Wayun, then you come out from the washroom, okay? Leave me alone here and don't try to do anything. Jungkook, he smirked. But you know, sometime I'm thinking how you can manage to survive in this world without me. Wayun, what you mean about it? Jungkook, I think you like to call troubles on you. That's why maybe your God sent this devil for you to protect you from this evil world. Wayun, what? What are you saying, Jungkook? Actually, I was just leaving you into the washroom, but you give me such a great idea to take shower with you. Wayun, no. I don't mean that, I swear. He smirked. Jungkook, now it's time to take shower together and don't worry, I'll remember your words. Wayun, no, listen to me. Jungkook, and without listening to her, he take her to the washroom. Into the other side, Luna was waiting for someone into the middle of the road. Her face was covered with a black scarf and her eyes was on the road. She was clearly waiting for someone. Suddenly 3 black cars come and stop in front of her. The man come out from the car and walked toward her. His guard was following him behind. He come and looked toward her with head to toe and signed his guards from his hand to stop and leave them alone. Man, If you call me here to waste my time, then believe me, today is your last day in this world. Luna, I want to tell you something really important. It's about the thing which you came here for. He smirked on her words. Man, you know, I never believe on a like you who can sleep with any man for money. Your type of girls are never honest to her own soul. So how I could believe that you will be honest with me? And I know you are loyal to someone else. So why you loyal to me? Luna becomes stunned after listening this from him. Luna, how you know about my loyalty? Man, whenever I meet with someone, I take out his all information first. It's good habit. I always aware from the dog loyalty because they always loyal to their owner, right? And your owner is Jeon Jungkook, right? Luna, I separate my past from him. Now I'm not loyal to him or anyone else. Man, okay, then speak what you want to tell me. Luna, your beloved daughter Park Hwa-yoon is alive. The man becomes shocked like his soul left from his body. Suddenly he held Luna's throat and tightened his grip. Mr. Park, don't try to use my daughter's name in your dirty games. Otherwise, I will dig your grave here right now. Her face turned red because of lack of oxygen. Luna, leave me. If you will kill me, then you will never meet with your daughter, ever. He controlled on his anger and loosed his grip on her throat. She touched his throat and took deep breath. Luna, I know you come here to find your daughter. I know the man you appointed on her as a caretaker is dead now. And now you come here to take her away from here. But now it's not that much easy. Your daughter is a wife of someone. And if I tell you the name of this man, the land will skip from your feet. Mr. Park, speak Luna. Luna, your daughter is a wife of Jeon Jungkook. His eyes got wide open in shock and he became quiet like his world stopped for a second. Mr. Park, no, it can't be. He's a monster. How he could marry to her? Luna, you don't know in which hell your daughter is living her life. If you want to protect her, then save her from him. Otherwise, he will kill her. Luna, Jungkook make her life hell. Save her. Save your daughter from him. Mr. Park, I will find my daughter at any cost. Luna, you don't need to find her. I know where is she living. If you want, then I can take you there. Mr. Park, okay, but if I found that it is your any kind of plan, then I will give you the lesson that you will never forget into your whole life. Luna, okay, if I was wrong, you can kill me. But first, you have to save your daughter. Mr. Park, I know how to protect my daughter. You don't need to tell me. But now it's time to give some lesson to Jeon Jungkook. It's time to end this monster forever. Into the mansion where Hwa-yoon and Jungkook spending time with each other happily without even knowing which storm is coming toward them. Jungkook come down from the stairs where his eyes landed on Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, surprise to see smile on your face. Jungkook, is everything is fine? Suddenly he changed his expression and hid his smile into a dangerous look. Jungkook, yes, everything is fine. He talked to him rudely as much as can possible. Mr. Lee, oh, the mafia boy is back actually. I here to give you all good news. Cook, speak then. Mr. Lee, we found that person who is up to Hwa-yoon and killed your father. His eyes turned dark and he tightened his fist. Tell me, who is this? Mr. Lee, Kim Woo, who is up to your wife. Jungkook, Kim Woo? He became quiet and tried to think about something. Jungkook, he's Luna's brother, you know. Lee, really? Then call her. It's time to take revenge. Jungkook, she is not there. She already ran away from here. My mans are looking for her. Lee, oof, they both are more clever than my thought. Jungkook, but their end is near. Now no one can save them from me. Lee get up and about to leave, but he turned. Lee, yeah, I remember something. I want to tell you about Mr. Park. You know him? Mr. Park Seo-joon, he's come to Korea. And my man tell me he's looking for someone. Jungkook, yeah, I know him. He's very famous businessman. Dad told me about him. I will definitely meet him. Lee, okay, now I'm leaving. Bye. Jungkook was thinking about Mr. Lee. Suddenly, Hwa-yoon came down from the stairs. After listening her footsteps, he come out from his thoughts and looked toward her. Hwa-yoon, okay, now I'm ready. Let's go. Jungkook, are you sure you want to go Funland Park? We can go somewhere else if you want. Vayu, no, 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 no. I want to go Funland Park. You promised me. Please, let's go. She held his hand and dragged him toward the door. Jungkook smiled. Okay, okay, we are going. Wait, Vayun, we are getting late, Jungkook. Let's go. After this, they both sit into the car and drive toward the park. After a few hours, they reached the park. She came out from the car and looked toward the park with a big smile, and suddenly her smile faded away. After watching no crowd on Playland, she turned and looked toward Jungkook. Vayun, why there is no one, Jungkook? He walked toward her with a big smile and hugged her from the back. Jungkook, I have a surprise for you. I bought the whole Playland for you. So now you can come here anytime and enjoy without any trouble. You liked it? Her eyes got wide open in shock. Vayun, have you lost your mind? You buy the whole Funland Park for me that I could come here enjoy by myself. That's it? He nodded his head as yes. Vayun, today I definitely kill you. How you can do this? Why are you wasting your money on these stupid things? She was running behind of him and all his guard was looking toward Jungkook with a shocked expression because first time they saw him laughing like this. Jungkook, okay, sorry, my angry bird. I just think you will liked it. Vayun, how I could liked it when there is no people around me. Into the mansion, I am alone, and when I come outside, I'm still alone. Why, Jungkook? Okay, but I'm with you. Let's have fun. Come on, let's go. He held her wrist and dragged her toward inside the Funland Park. They both was having fun with each other company, and in fact was that Jungkook was not taking any ride in anything, which was making Vayun curious. She forcefully dragged Jungkook in Ferry wheel and they both sit inside. She was having so much fun that she was not looking toward Jungkook. After a few seconds, she turned and looked toward Jungkook. Vayun, it was so much fun, Jungkook, right? She turned and looked toward Jungkook. His face were pale and his hand was cold like ice. Vayun, what happened to you? Are you okay? He did not reply to her and directly vomit on her dress. Vayun, yuck, Jungkook, what is this? They both come out from the wheel and walk toward the benches. After sitting to the benches, she gave him a water and put his head on her shoulder. Jungkook, sorry what I did, but I told you I don't take right in these things ever. She tried to control on her laugh and talk to him. Vayun, so the king of the mafia world and the most dangerous man on this earth planet is scared from Ferry wheel. She laughed on him and looked toward him. Jungkook, come on, enough. You are the only one who know about this, okay? So please stop laughing. Vayun, why? It is the first time I know about your weaknesses and I will never know it will be this. Jungkook, if you know it, now stop. Let's go. I buy dress for you. It's totally mess. After having a lot of fun and teasing each other, they both come back to the mansion. She come and sit beside him. Vayun, how are you feeling right now? His eyes were closed and he placed his head on the back of the bed. He opened his eyes when Vayun's hand touched on his forehead. Jungkook, okay, I'm fine. She sit beside him. Vayun, Jungkook, I'm sorry. I don't have any idea that you never sit on these rides before. Jungkook, don't be sorry. It's okay. I never used to these things, but it's not mean that you will not enjoy. You know, when I was watching you happily in these rides, I feel like I'm enjoying in these also. Vayun, can I ask you something? She was curious about her childhood. Jungkook, Vayun, did you never travel with your parents on these places like other kids having fun with their parents, their family when they are going on trip, enjoying their life? Sudden smirk appeared on his lips, but it was a sadness into his eyes, which she never saw it before. Jungkook, you know what? My childhood was not like the other normal children's. It was different, very different. I have everything, but I still feel nothing around me. People like to read the first page of the book, but they judge the whole book by this, without reading the last page. They think living in a big mansion and have a luxurious life is everything. But it's not like this. But actually, every kid wants the same thing, like me. Love, attention and support of his parents. I'm surprised that you asked this question because no one asked this question before. That's why I'm like this. spoiled, heartless, arrogant, always angry. Because I personally, who never get love, will be like this. If anyone will be in my place, well raised like this. Jungkook, from childhood I saw my dad. He was beating my mom mercilessly after drinking. I were seeing this, but still my dad never stopped. I was angry on my mother because she never takes step for herself. Inside, I always wanted that mom would take step for herself, but she never raised her voice in front of dad. Jungkook, then I start thinking all the girls are same, like this. And when I grow up, I watch how girls are dying on me for just my money. I think all the women like this, they are our slave and just with us for a money. But then I meet you, who have dignity, honesty, respect, dreams. You were a girl that I never watched in my whole life. A smile appeared on Bayun's lips. Jungkook, you know why I was so much obsessed with you? Why I am so crazy for you? Because you are a fighter. You never give up. You never surrender yourself to me somehow, but you become my challenge and then obsession. And now it's love, pure love for you. Jungkook, today when I was watching you into the park, I dreamed about something, very beautiful dream. And first time I want something from you. She frowned her brows because she never saw him like this before, serious, emotional, and pure-hearted. Bayun, what you want? He come closer to her and hold her hand. Jungkook, promise me, if anything happened to me and if your God bless you with our child, then you will never raise our kids like me. Give him or her life like you. What you live in childhood, give them a beautiful memories. Don't raise him like me. Raise them like you, pure, honest, and strong. Tears rolled down from her eyes. Bayun, please stop talking like this. We will raise our kids together. Jungkook, no, just today. Listen to me. In my world, love is no place. And I don't want to lose my family. Promise me. Bayun, I promise. He come closer to her and hug her tightly. Jungkook, I love you. Bayun, I love you too. And after some time, they both sleep into each other's embrace. Mr. Park, did you find everything about him? Guard, yes, boss. What she was telling you was right. Miss Bayun is his wife. He closed his eyes and looked toward his guard. Mr. Park, arrange everything. Tomorrow is the end of Jungkook, and I will bring my daughter into my house forever. Next morning, he turned and his eyes landed on her face, who was still lost into his dreamland. Jungkook smiled and kissed on her forehead. He got up and walked toward the washroom. After getting fresh and changed his dress, he came to the living room. He called the maid. Jungkook, I'm leaving. Don't wake her up, okay, maid? Okay, boss. He was walking toward outside. Suddenly his phone got ring. He watched the caller ID and picked up the call. Lee. Jungkook, come here. We got Kimbo. A devilish smirk appeared on his lips. Jungkook, don't kill him. I'm coming. He sit into the car and drive toward the address what Lee told him. Into the other side, she was sleeping peacefully. Suddenly, she felt something weird and she get up. She looked toward her next side and found Jungkook was not there. Bayun, where did he gone? She put her hand on her forehead and suddenly she ran toward the washroom and vomit. She was feeling sick. She came out from the washroom. Then her phone got ring. She picked up the call. It was Mrs. Jeon. Mrs. Jeon, how is my daughter? Everything is fine between you and Jungkook? She was really worried. Bayun, Mom, please calm down. Everything is fine between us. What happened? She took deep breath. Mrs. Jeon, nothing. I just got worried for both of you. Actually, I saw a bad dream for both of you. That's why. Bayun, it's okay. We are fine. Suddenly, she became quiet. When she feel vomit again, she placed her hand on her mouth. Mrs. Jeon, what happened? Why you become quiet all of the sudden? Bayun, Mom, I don't know. From the morning I feel vomit and I'm not feeling good. I think I had a food poisoning. Mrs. Jeon smiled and become excited all of the sudden. Mrs. Jeon, wait, I call you in a minute, okay? Bayun, okay. After a few minutes, maid knock on her door and give her a packet. Wayun, what is this? Suddenly Mrs. Jian called her again. She picked the call. Mrs. Jian, Wayun, you got the packet? Wayun, yes, but what is this? Mrs. Jian, it's a pregnancy kit. Go and follow the instruction which is written on it on the packet, okay? Tell me then. Wayun, okay. She was not excited because she was sure that it was a food poisoning. After a few minutes, she came out from the washroom and called Mrs. Jian. She quickly picked the call. Mrs. Jian, what is the result? Tell me. Wayun, nothing. It's normal. Mrs. Jian, really? But I think you are pregnant. Wayun, no, mom. It's nothing like this. She got busy into talking with Mrs. Jian. Then she walked toward the basket and threw the kid inside. And she did not pay attention toward the lines, but after a few minutes the lines turned red. After a few minutes, Jungkook reached to the torture room where Mr. Lee caught Kim Boo. His face was covered with the black mask. He entered to the room with his dark aura. His veins were pop because of anger. His eyes turned red because the time was coming into his mind when he lost his father, and the murderer of his father is now in front of his eyes. He walked toward him and sat in front of him. Jungkook, so finally the hide and seek is over. Now you are in front of me without anything, without any mask. So helpless. So now your time is come, Kim Boo. It's time to say goodbye to this world. But I promise I will not make this that easy for you. Ever. He'd take the knife and stab on his hand, but the scream of which he wanted to listen from his mouth was not came out. Instant he laughed, which made him more curious. He quickly got up and removed the mask from his face, and the moment which was in front of him was strange. Jungkook, who are you? The man laughed like a psycho. Man, I'm your dead John Jungkook. How could you think you will be let your life live happily after making so many life hell? Now it's your turn to pay for your sin. Without wasting any moment, he held his throat and tightened his grip. Jungkook, speak. Where is your boss? Speak up. He smirked and looked toward him. Man, your bird is alone, right? His eyes got wide open. He left the man and ran toward his car. All his guards were following him behind.